Hello. So for some reason, my picture down here is still being silly. I'm not sure what's up with that. We're just going to get rid of it since it don't work. Uh, we're about to have a lesson in math a little bit. So this is finding the average. So it's really not that hard. I don't know if you can tell, but I redid my table a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see. So when I finished my trials, I went ahead and wrote my times in here that I got off of my timer. There's for my crumpled paper, there's my flat paper, and there's for my paper glider. Well, now we need to do something with these numbers. We need to figure out the average time of fall for each of these types of paper, okay? So the way we're going to do that is we're just going to add them up going down, and then we're going to do a little division. So we're going to add 0.39, 0.42, and 0.36. And I'm using a calculator, and I want you to go ahead and use one too. So 0.39 plus 0.42 plus 0.36 equals 1.17. Now you'll be using your data to do this, so your numbers are going to be different, and that's totally fine. The how-to is the same. So now we have all these added up. That's not going to be our average. That's our total for all these three. To find our average now, we've got 1, 2, 3 trials. We're going to divide this number by 3. So I have it in there. I'm going to put divided by 3 equals 0.39. So 0.39 is our average. That's it. It's not that difficult, right? 0.39 is our average time of fall for the crumpled paper. So below where you have your questions that say what was the average time of fall for the crumpled paper, you're going to put 0.39 or whatever your average is with your time on it. Okay, let's figure up the next one. So we're going to add this to 1.83, and then we're going to add that to 0.70, and we're going to see what we end up with. So 1.73 plus 1.83 plus 1.70 equals 5.26. And remember, we've got 1, 2, 3 trials, so we're going to divide this number by 3, and that equals 0.753. How many decimal places does Miss McCoy want? Just 2. So if we round this, is that 3 going to change that 5 into anything? Well, no, it's not, because it's 4 or less, okay? So we're going to put our average time of fall for the flat paper was 1.75. So there's our average time of fall for the flat paper. And if you want, you can put a second in there. Having units is really good, okay? Because, you know, we're science class and all. We're going to do the same thing over here. So 0.48 plus 0.53 plus 0.50. Let's put it in. 0.48 plus 0.53 plus 0.50 equals, so remember we have 1, 2, 3 trials, so we're going to divide it by 3, and that equals 0.503333. How many decimal places does Miss McCoy want? Just 2. That's right. So our average is 0.50 because that 3 is not going to change anything because it is 4 or less. I'm going to put an S for seconds right there, and boom, there we have our average time of fall for each of these types of paper. Pretty cool, right? So when you figure up your data, I want you to put it in the questions below and then keep going. We've got some other stuff for us to figure out. The next one, I believe, we're going to figure out the speed. So see y'all in just a minute.